A kiss without love is just a mutual exchange of saliva. A woman can't be alone. She needs a man. A man and a woman support and strengthen each other. She just can't do it by herself. If I'm a star, then the people made me a star. Creativity has got to start with humanity, and when you're a human being, you feel, you suffer. Success makes so many people hate you. I wish it wasn't that way. It would be wonderful to enjoy success without seeing envy in the eyes of those around you. One of the best things that ever happened to me is that I'm a woman. That is the way all females should feel. First, I'm trying to prove to myself that I'm a person. Then maybe I'll convince myself that I'm an actress. We are all of us stars, and we deserve to twinkle. No one ever told me I was pretty when I was a little girl. All little girls should be told they're pretty, even if they aren't. I think that when you are famous, every weakness is exaggerated. Respect is one of life's greatest treasures. I mean, what does it all add up to if you don't have that? I won't be satisfied until people want to hear me sing without looking at me. Of course, that doesn't mean I want them to stop looking. I think that sexuality is only attractive when it's natural and spontaneous. Being a sex symbol is a heavy load to carry, especially when one is tired, hurt and bewildered. A man is more frank and sincere with his emotions than a woman. A strong man doesn't have to be dominant toward a woman. He doesn't match his strength against a woman weak with love for him. He matches it against the world. I don't consider myself an intellectual. And this is not one of my aims. But I admire intellectual people. Fame doesn't fulfill you. It warms you a bit, but that warmth is temporary. Hollywood is a place where they'll pay you $1,000 for a kiss and 50 cents for your soul. I don't mind living in a man's world, as long as I can be a woman in it. It's far better to be unhappy alone than unhappy with someone, so far. I don't know who invented high heels, but all women owe him a lot. She was a girl who knew how to be happy even when she was sad. And that's important, you know. Before marriage, a girl has to make love to a man to hold him. After marriage, she has to hold him to make love to him. If you're gonna be two-faced, at least make one of them pretty. I've never fooled anyone. I've let people fool themselves. They didn't bother to find out who and what I was. Instead, they would invent a character for me. I wouldn't argue with them. They were obviously loving somebody I wasn't. I don't mind making jokes, but I don't want to look like one. I knew I belonged to the public and to the world, not because I was talented or even beautiful, but because I had never belonged to anything or anyone else. It's often just enough to be with someone. I don't need to touch them. Not even talk. A feeling passes between you both. You're not alone. I don't understand why people aren't a little more generous with each other. A girl doesn't need anyone that doesn't need her. Give a girl the right shoes and she can conquer the world. The body is meant to be seen, not all covered up. All we demanded was our right to twinkle. I don't want to make money. I just want to be wonderful. All a girl really wants is for one guy to prove to her that they are not all the same. I don't stop when I'm tired. I only stop when I'm done. Sex is part of nature. I go along with nature. How wrong it is for a woman to expect the man to build the world she wants, rather than to create it herself. Keep smiling, because life is a beautiful thing and there's so much to smile about.
A career is wonderful, but you can't curl up to it on a cold night. Boys think girls are like books. If the cover doesn't catch their eye, they won't bother to read what's inside. Just because you fail once doesn't mean you're gonna fail at everything. Dreaming about being an actress is more exciting than being one. You might as well make yourself fly as to make yourself love. The real lover is the man who can thrill you by just touching your head or smiling into your eyes, or just by staring into space. I once wanted to prove myself by being a great actress. Now I want to prove that I'm a person. Then maybe I'll be a great actress. The nicest thing for me is sleep, then at least I can dream. I am trying to find myself. Sometimes that's not easy. Maybe I'll never be able to do what I hope to, but at least I have hope. Men are always ready to respect anything that bores them. If I'd observed all the rules, I'd never have got anywhere. When it comes to gossip, I have to readily admit men are as guilty as women. Millions of people live their entire lives without finding themselves. But it is something I must do. For those who are poor in happiness, each time is a first time. Happiness never becomes a habit. Most men judge your importance in their lives by how much you can hurt them. I live to succeed, not to please you or anyone else. I don't forgive people because I'm weak. I forgive them because I am strong enough to know people make mistakes. The public scares me, but people I trust. I have always been deeply terrified to really be someone's wife, since I know from life one cannot love another, ever, really. Beneath the makeup and behind the smile, I am just a girl who wishes for the world. Anything's possible, almost. It's not too much fun to know yourself too well or think you do. Everyone needs a little conceit to carry them through and past the falls. You never know what life is like until you have lived it. Men are climbing to the moon, but they don't seem interested in the beating human heart. If you can make a woman laugh, you can make her do anything. We should all start to live before we get too old. Fear is stupid. So are regrets. Beauty and femininity are ageless and can't be contrived, and glamour, although the manufacturers won't like this, cannot be manufactured. Not real glamour, it's based on femininity. I have feelings too. I am still human. All I want is to be loved, for myself and for my talent. Naturally, there are times when every woman likes to be flattered, to feel she is the most important thing in someone's world. Only a man can paint this picture.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos.